So, Link, buddy. Hey, I'm kind of sorry about last episode. I know I yelled at a lot of your minor shortcomings, but... Dude. You're standing on a giant ball in the middle of fire, in the middle of a target, where there were countless powerful enemies behind and a hugely unknown number ahead. I was going to make up another balls pun, but I couldn't think of a good way to put it. But we're going to just defy nature, so I'm LeaderofLuxinape, and defying nature is apparently what I do best, because I can defy nature by being this bad at Let's Playing, and I can defy being bad at Let's Playing by being this good at nature. And by that I mean I'm interested in biology. That's probably one of the most convoluted ways you could have ever said that. Yeah. So, let's see. Over here you have to fight, surprise, surprise, another Lizzle. Oh, that was cool. I mean, I know I didn't hit him, but I managed to not get hit. Never mind. That was really cool. I want to play that back in slow motion. He did like an uppercut with his tail. The map said there was a treasure chest over here. Is it to my... Oh. Let me guess, another red rupee! I couldn't have today. I shouldn't even bother finishing that sentence, but... I should check. I should count for the rest of this Let's Play. I know that none of those chests have had anything other than red rupees in it before, besides the one with the revitalizing potion in the sealed grounds, but that doesn't count since it's required. I should count how many of those mini treasure chests do not have red rupees in them for the rest of this Let's Play. It's probably going to be a really small Link. Oh, dang it, what do you do here? Do I have to go around and get the other... Oh, that's... This is good level design! I never realized that. Oh, wow. I must have really not been paying attention when I played this the first time, or even for the practice file. That was some pretty darn good level design. Okay, I'm feeling quite a lot better about this now. So, oh wow. We have the fun room, the really fun room. I love this room. And then the... Okay. Wow, another 2-episode dungeon. This is... Might not be the best of Let's Plays, but this is a progressing level one. That was not how you say that. Okay, so, surprise, there's another room full of lava. But this time... Okay. They'll drop more balls on you. Everything in this dungeon is balls. Look. Wrong button. Look. The description for the lizard tail says that there's a ball on the end. These bombs are ball-shaped, and you can roll them like a ball. We were riding a giant ball before. I probably shouldn't have said that. We were riding a giant ball before. We had balls dropped on us. So it's New Year's. It's the Hylian New Year, since we had balls dropped on us, right? No, they're just trying to kill us with balls again. I tried to make another ball pun. This is a very ballsy dungeon, I have to say. And up here, I think there's another treasure chest that has another red rupee in it. Or was that the right way? Did I go the right way? I went the right way, dang it. Or did I... Nope, I did... Oh, I went half the right way. Alright. You do that. You do that. And that blows up to give you a space to hide when they drop more balls on you. That, again, the really obvious puzzles were the ones that stumped me as a kid. And by as a kid, I mean, like, only a couple years ago. I can't really say as a kid for a couple years ago, but whatever. I feel... Never mind. When I was comparatively younger to now. How about that? Okay, that was weird. What? So anyway, that would probably be considered to be a hard-ish puzzle. I did that one on my first try. I could figure that out no problem. But the fact that there was another place, another rope to cut that you used the beetle for, I couldn't get that. Somehow, I couldn't get that. Now, I'm going to really pray that I don't screw this up. You'll see in a second. Try not to take all the stamina fruits. Walk up here. Grab this. This is your boss key. And then be prepared to Indiana Jones. What do I mean by that? As soon as you start running down, the dragon drops another ball at you. And you have to run towards the camera and, you know, not die in general stuff. Yeah, if that hits you, that's an instant game over. I have to admit, I was shaking a bit there. I thought I was going to have to redo this entire dungeon. So the dragon ate the ball. Okay. The boss door puzzle isn't too much worse than Skyview Temple. It's actually kind of easier. But, whew, I died so many times to that. I am really tired of saying that I died so many times to this. Or to anything. But, yeah, this is another giant ball. This dungeon really likes its balls. I hope you can see where I'm going with this whole ball theme. Oh no, I never would have guessed that the boss door would close behind me. Oh look! It's the ball the dragon swallowed! You're definitely going to want to stock up on your bombs here. Master, I detect all those ore in the surrounding area. I detect an especially strong reaction from this chain. I calculated the probability Zelda was bound by it recently at 99%, that number. Okay, so we like actually sort of know where Zelda is. She's in the... Gee, I wonder if she's back the way we went before! Seriously, like, gonna figure that much out yourself? So we're walking. Christopher. And why am I not surprised? Oh, it's you. Let me see. No, that's not it. This is so very embarrassing, but I seem to be at a loss for your name. Not that it matters, really. To tell you the truth, I'm feeling a bit frustrated, and right now I just need someone to vent to. I heard my underlings had finally captured the Spirit Maiden, so of course I rushed over here. What can I say? I was excited. Flustered, even. But what did I find when I arrived? The agent of the goddess. She had once again. You see, what I'm trying to say is... That goddess-serving dog escaped with the girl! I must have the Spirit Maiden in order to resurrect my master. I must have her. I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I don't deal well with complications to plans I've laid out so carefully. It's a character flaw of mine. Ah, but something good can still come from this day. I've had all this bottled up anger smoldering inside me, and now I can release it. There's someone special I'd like you to meet. Now don't be shy. I need to vent all this unhealthy anger, and your agony is such a great stress reliever. It won't take me more than a few moments with my friend before your charge of satisfying crisp. Let me tell you, That will put a spring in my step. So yeah, after all this, we now have to fight a giant ball. Uh-huh. They really pulled that. First off, this fight with Skaldera, you do not want to try to get up close to target. Trust me, if you walk up here, you shouldn't be able to get hurt, because he's on fire, and he ran into one of those bombs, which exploded. But, when he inhales, you don't do that. I mean, throw a bomb in his mouth. I also targeted to him so I can do the bio. This fearsome monster inhabits the deepest recesses of the Earth Temple. It can be categorized as a pyroclastic fiend. Its body is completely covered in rock, but you can see through its weak. It's a Zelda boss where the weak point is the eye. You're able to remove parts of this creature's rocky shell, it will vastly increase your probability of success. Yeah. Girahim, I always thought that fight was a really breakout boss, and it really showed what Skyward Sword was about, but this is more of a classic Zelda boss. You use the dungeon weapon you just got to expose its weak point, and then you aim for the eye. Not like we've never done that before. This is also a moderately repetitive fight. Just throw a bomb at it, and then throw another bomb when that happens. And then hit the eye. I do like this fight, it's just didn't have the wow factor of Girahim. I mean, we fought some Lord of Evil or something, and now we're fighting his pet. Like, I wonder who would have the more exciting boss fight. Someone who goes by the title Demon Lord, or a ball. A guy who claims to be able to kill Link without really trying. Or a ball. Just think. It's a ball. I don't know why I'm getting so bent out of shape, but we're fighting a ball. And the worst part is, I actually died to Skaldera twice the first time. In my first playthrough. Just like with Girahim, I died to Skaldera twice before I figured out how to beat him. Don't worry, after this I beat all the bosses on the first try. But, seriously. Alright. I don't think he has that much left in him. I mean, I know you have to blow up all the... Alright. Oh, right! Right. Okay. I've hit him enough so it starts mixing it up, like, ow. But then he'll start walking on his legs, or hold the legs upperwards. So... No, no, no. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. So when he does the leg thing, it's not that much different. You just can walk under him instead of have to avoid him. Like that. You just do that. Unfortunately, it is very, very difficult to dodge the rolling attack. Never mind. But see, now he's a flaming giant ball. It all boils down to balls in the end, apparently. Because now this would be a really great... Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do. Kill the giant ball when I was mentioning about how he doesn't have the balls to beat Link. And then fades away. His ballness no more. Interestingly, he does explode into Girahim's magic diamonds, which I guess Girahim could have created his own pet, but it's kind of interesting. So, of course, slaying the Lord of Evil's pet gives us another heart container. Unfortunately, we couldn't have killed Skaldera way up at the top. So we now have to run all the way back up here, and I only got hurt like twice or 3 times in that fight, too. See what I mean by Girahim was a better fight? I didn't think that I was at a loss at any point during that fight. I knew how I was going to win, and I knew I was going to win. It was just a matter of when. With Girahim, there's always a chance of losing, and look at how many hearts they give you. They give you like 10 hearts. With the fairy, I could effectively have 3 lives. Not 3 hearts, 3 lives. I could afford to pretty much lose all my hearts 3 times in that fight before I actually died. But I think the more pressing matter is the fact that, oh, wait, hey, we finally caught up to Zelda after, what, 13 parts? And Link is just standing there. Link. You cannot go to him, Your Grace. Remember what we discussed. Restrain yourself. Oh. 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 After the whole dungeon full of balls, too, really? Focus on the task at hand. I have to go. I'm sorry, Link. It took you far too long to get here. Looking at you, I fear the goddess is mistaken in her choice of agents. If this failure is any indication, you have no hope of defending her grace from those who seek to assail her. Do my words anger you, boy? Do my words sting? Let them. If I had not come when I did, your Zelda would have already fallen into the hands of the enemy. The truth of it is, you were late. You were late, and you failed to protect her. I sent Zelda ahead to learn more of the fate in which she's destined to play a part. Listen well, Chosen One. If you wish to be of help to her grace, you must summon a shred of courage and face the trials laid out before you. Only when you've conquered the trials will you be of use to Zelda. No sooner. I understood. Well, that killed the mood. I was gonna try to salvage something funny out of that, but I don't think I can. I mean, I thought I was good at making wind, shut up, wind, serious and sad games funny. I mean, I did Explorers of Sky, I did Super Mario Galaxy, and those were pretty funny. But then I got a capture card, and apparently having good video quality screwed up my funny thing. But hit the goddess crest, then we're gonna have to listen to Fi talk. Again. And a lot. And I'm crying inside. Trust me. Let's get this over with as quickly as possible. Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate for you. You know what? For your sake, I'll speed this up while I talk fast as well. Just so we both don't have to listen to Fi for as long as we are supposed to, quote unquote. Because no one wants to listen to Fi as long as you're supposed to. Here we go.
From the other time, I gotta be the one destined to carry out this mission. Zero meaning incentive from causes after the extra makes order fade to place. Touch says you're running route. This is where the shares will pass through the gate of time to a distant world. This is also where the trusted servant within the sword will do way too much bad figure skating. Oh, well, actually, I thought that speech was gonna be a lot bigger. Never mind.
I'll still speed it up, though. Again, that was almost too much of Fi. So, it appears that we've got yet another tablet that will let us go to the surface, and the land of Lanayru was mentioned. So, it appears that that's where our next target is. And... No, really! Fi, you're supposed to be a robot! You're supposed to be smart! Why are you bothering to tell us this? Oh, right, gamers are idiots. I forgot about that. Okay. Never mind, that makes sense. And really nicely, yet again, they port you right out of here. Ah, I saw that choo-choo coming, too. Okay, there we go, that's nice. Dung Beetle, you're not worth it. I'm going to head to the sky and get the 4 Goddess Cube chests that we need to get. And then I think we're going to end things off, because after we get all those Goddess chests, we're going to have a lot of money. And I'm going to want to buy a lot of stuff with that lot of money. And there's also a ton of side questy stuff in Skyloft that's now available to us before we head off for Lanayru. So I want to make next episode a total Skyloft thing. So that means montage, I guess. Alright, so this island here. This island, the building on this island, this is Bamboo Island. It does contain a mini-game. However, we don't really have the capacity to effectively play the mini-game that is here. So I'm not going to cover this at all now. In fact, I'm probably not going to cover this for another 4 dungeons even. Just remember, it's there. You can play it yourself if you want to. It's cutting a giant piece of bamboo with your sword until it falls. But the guy who runs the minigame will pretty much say, hey, your sword's stuck, it's not long enough like mine, because even though you came from a ball dungeon, your sword isn't long. And then he's going to tell you that you need to get a better sword if you want to win. That's pretty much it. This island here contains your second chest. And in that chest would be, if I can... Oh. Seriously, they make the latches on the chest so dang small you can't tell which is the right side. But this one has even more money in it. Look, we're now at max cash. So... you can't really see, but I know as a fact on this island what you have to do is take the vines down here, and your chest is in a very little secluded cagey area over here. And this has the treasure medal. This is another one of those medals that I was talking about. It will make treasures appear more often, so it is very useful. And pretty sure that next thing is another silver rupee, but I'm going to go for it anyway. This is also going to take me several minutes of flying. Yay. Okay, so after 2.5 minutes of flying, in which I was turned around completely twice, because the motion controls for flying don't work very well or at all, depending on how lucky you are, when you're flapping to fly higher really fast, it somehow made me do a 180 twice while I was over Skyloft. I almost accidentally dove into town. Oh, well, this is a small seed satchel. That might as well just... That might as well be 2 red rupees, since I think you could sell it for 40, and I'm not going to ever use it. But still, they should make the Loftwing so much faster than they did if they're going to give you this much sky to explore. I've never played conventional Wind Waker, but this is how I expect sailing must have felt in that, when you couldn't go fast. I was even using the speed booster thing. There's even nosediving whenever I had a chance, and it took that long. But my disappointment at the Wii's speed to make you go fast, I mean, I'm going to try not to tie another Sonic Colors reference into there, but the Wii can let you go fast in video games. We've established this with Sonic Colors. This is what happens when I try to be funny. Jeez. Wait. These speed boosters, I've got back to Skyloft within 20 seconds. I should have been using those the whole time. Okay. Hi, Fledge. You probably have something important to say, but I don't want to listen to you. You got my bird stolen. So, I'm just gonna leave. Alright. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword... well, actually, this time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we learn Zelda's whereabouts, but at the cost of our knowledge that our supposed heroism has not really helped anything much at all so far. That we're going to have to take a test set out by Zelda's new mysterious guardian lady and head to Lanayru province and do a thing. That sounded a lot better in my head. Okay, just fine.